Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so glad to be here talking about something really important, especially for all the girls out there who believe in love, but also believe in respecting themselves. Today's topic is 3 lies he tells to cover up another relationship. Yes, it's real, it happens, and the more we talk about it, the more we can protect our hearts and our peace. Let's break it down with 4 key points. Because knowledge is power, bestie. I'm just really busy these days. At first, it sounds harmless, even kind of responsible, right? We all go through hectic schedules, exam weeks, deadlines, or long days at work. But when someone keeps using this line over and over, especially when they were once so available and present, it becomes more than just a reason. It becomes a pattern, and sometimes a lie. Let's be real, when someone truly values you, they make time for you. It doesn't have to be grand gestures or hours of texting. It could be a quick call before bed, a good morning message, or just a thinking of you a note during the day. These small things matter. They show effort. So when he suddenly becomes too busy for days, doesn't reply for hours, or even days, and when you ask what's wrong, all you get is "I'm just swamped with things lately," it's okay to pause and question it. Because here's the truth asterisk, nobody asterisk is busy 24/7. We all make time for what we care about. If he's still active on Instagram, watching reels, posting stories, hanging out with friends, or even going to parties, then you know where his priorities lie. You're not asking for hours of his day. You're asking for presence, honesty, and attention, and those don't take much time. They take intention. Often "I'm busy" is a safe excuse. It's vague, hard to argue with, and sounds innocent. But it's also an easy way to create emotional distance without admitting the real reason. Maybe he's talking to someone else. Maybe he's not ready for commitment. Or maybe, worst of all, he's juggling you in another relationship and using busy as his escape route. And that's the hard part, because you keep waiting, you keep understanding, you keep holding on thinking maybe next week he'll be free. But time passes and nothing changes. That's when you need to see the difference between someone who's genuinely overwhelmed and someone who's just stringing you along while hiding the truth. So the next time someone says they're too busy for you, don't just hear the words. Watch the actions. Consistency speaks louder than any excuse. If you feel like an option, you probably are. You deserve someone who shows up, not someone who disappears behind a busy schedule every time things get real. Would you like me to expand the next point in similar detail too? I can break down the second lie F, or turn all 4 into a blog post or video script F. She's just a friend, you're overthinking. That line. It hits hard, especially when deep down something doesn't feel right. You're not trying to be insecure. You're not trying to start a fight. You're just asking questions because you feel something. Something off, something hidden. But instead of honesty, you're met with deflection. Suddenly, you're the problem. You're too sensitive, too emotional, or paranoid. And that's where the lie begins to do real damage, not just to the relationship, but to your own trust in yourself. When someone says she's just a friend but hides conversations, deletes messages, turns off notifications, or becomes strangely protective of their phone, it's not just friendship anymore, it's secrecy. It's one thing to have friends of any gender. Healthy relationships are built on trust and openness. But when their friendship starts making you feel sidelined, disrespected, or even invisible, it's time to stop doubting yourself and start paying attention. Let's talk about that gut feeling, the one we ignore because we're scared of being wrong or causing drama. But your intuition is your best friend. It whispers what the heart tries to deny. When you start noticing patterns, like how he lights up when she texts, how he suddenly goes quiet when she's around, how your name disappears from his stories but she's tagged in everything, those aren't coincidences. Those are signs, and yet every time you bring it up, he flips the script. He says, "Why don't you trust me?" Or "You're imagining things." That's not love, that's gaslighting. It's turning your valid concerns into something irrational. And slowly, it chips away at your self-worth, making you question your own eyes, your own heart. Here's the truth. If someone respects you, they'll make sure you feel secure, even when others are involved. They won't hide messages. They won't mock your feelings. They won't make you compete with their friend for their attention. Because love is not a guessing game. It's not something that leaves you feeling like second best. So if you're constantly being told you're overthinking while your heart is silently breaking, take a step back. The person who truly loves you will never make you feel like you have to fight for a place in their life. You don't have to beg for clarity. You don't have to apologize for asking for honesty. You just have to know what you deserve. And that's the truth. Want me to expand the third point next? I can dive into I didn't see your message, or help you turn all four into a dramatic monologue or vlog script. I didn't see your message. Simple words, right? But when they come from someone you care about, and someone who used asterisk to reply instantly, it feels like a punch to the gut. In today's world, where everyone is glued to their phones, where notifications pop up the second they arrive, this excuse doesn't really hold up anymore. Let's be honest, if he wanted to reply, he would have. This excuse is often used when someone wants to create space without being direct. Maybe he's losing interest, maybe he's talking to someone else, or maybe he's trying to manage two conversations without being caught. Whatever the reason is, saying I didn't see your message is a way to delay, to dodge, to deflect. It's not a communication issue. It's a priority issue. You've seen him online. You've watched him post a reel, share a meme like someone's photo. He's active in group chats, he's replying to comments, he's laughing at stories, but somehow your message, a simple message, goes unseen. That's not being busy, that's selective attention, and it hurts not because he took time to reply, but because he didn't think it mattered enough. This kind of behavior makes you question everything. You start rereading what you sent, wondering if you said something wrong. You start hesitating before texting again. You shrink yourself just to avoid bothering him. But here's what you need to hear, you're not too much. You're just texting the wrong person. Because someone who values you will never make you feel ignored or invisible. The most painful part is when this happens consistently, and when you finally ask about it, you're made to feel like you're overreacting. I was just tired. I forgot. You know, I've been all over the place. All of these might be true once in a while, but not every time. When someone really cares, they don't just apologize, they adjust. So don't settle for someone who takes hours, or days, to respond but never misses a notification from everyone else. Don't keep explaining your worth to someone who already knows it, but chooses to act like they don't. You deserve presence. You deserve effort. You deserve someone who sees your message and wants to reply, not out of obligation, but because they're genuinely happy to hear from you. Would you like me to expand the final point on self-worth next, or turn this into a complete article or video script? I can help you wrap up the full theme powerfully or form at it as a carousel post for social media. Know your worth. It sounds simple, almost like a motivational quote you scroll past on Instagram. But living it, really believing it, is one of the hardest and most powerful things you'll ever do, especially after being lied to, ignored, gaslighted, or made to feel like you were asking for too much when all you wanted was honesty. Here's the truth. People will treat you the way you allow them to. When you accept half-hearted effort, mixed signals, or endless excuses, you silently teach them that it's okay. You tell them it's fine to respond late, to lie, to disappear and come back when it's convenient. But the moment you realize what you bring to the table, the loyalty, the love, the care, the time, you start seeing how precious your energy actually is, and you start asking, does this person even deserve it? Knowing your worth isn't about arrogance or attitude. It's about alignment. It's about saying, I love deeply, but I won't let you play with my heart. It's choosing peace over confusion. It's choosing your standards over temporary attention. It's walking away, not because you stopped caring, but because you finally started caring about yourself. Sometimes we hold on because we believe things will change. We think if we're more patient, more understanding, more forgiving, then maybe he'll finally see what he has. But love isn't a project. You can't build a future with someone who doesn't even respect your present. And you shouldn't have to prove your worth to someone who is blind to it. You are not someone's backup plan. You are not here to fill space when someone else walks away. You are not meant to be someone's emotional safety net or late night option. You are the whole package, and the right person will see that without needing reminders. So if someone keeps lying to you, making you question yourself, or failing to show up in ways that matter, let them go. Not out of anger, but out of strength, because you now know what you bring. You now know that your time, your love, your energy, it's valuable. And you're no longer giving discounts. Walking away isn't weakness, it's wisdom. It's your soul whispering, we deserve better. And the moment you believe that, everything changes. Let me know if you'd like all 4 sections combined into a full article or a powerful video script format for storytelling. I can help you create a final version with intro and outro F, or turn this into a carousel or Instagram reel script F. So ladies, remember, don't beg for honesty, don't chase clarity. Let your energy say what your words don't have to. Thank you so much, and always, always choose you.